next 4 days, we'll be biking across the northern Vietnamese province of Ha Giang. We'll be riding in the beautiful sun, avoiding the police, having a lot of laughs, getting soaking wet in the rain, and drinking a lot of happy water.
We just had breakfast after a night in the hostel, and now we're about to go and get our helmets and get going on our semi-automatics. Bit nervous, bit apprehensive because I've never ridden one. So today's the first day. We set off at about 11. I'm not actually sure how far we are going, but it is blisteringly hot. Getting the bag strapped up.
Ha Giang Loop is one of the most difficult roads you will have in Vietnam.
Group 5. What's your name? What?
My name is
Yes, nice to meet Alex. Let's get going on the Ha Giang Loop.
So we set off on the Ha Giang Loop day 1. We worked our way out of the town of Ha Giang, and as soon as we did, we could already see a lot of greenery and a lot of mountains in the distance, and all of us couldn't wait. On the Ha Giang Loop, one of the main things that the leaders have to take into account is all the police stops that are along the way. And right at the start, as we were going out of Ha Giang, there was a police stop that was unknown to the leaders. So we had to take a beautiful road around the police stop, and to be honest, none of us were complaining.
Really annoying because I'd love to get my drone out here, but we only got like 10 minutes, so don't think I'll be able to. So we're about to get back on the bikes. Just a quick 10-minute stop with this view. Not long enough to get the drone out, but next time I'm gonna try.
Let's go.
Group 5.
Group 5, let's go.
Woo!
I spent the next part of the ride just appreciating where I was, appreciating my life at the moment, just trying to take in all of the surrounding beauty and views and scenery that I genuinely hadn't seen anywhere else in the world.
So we have just stopped here for lunch on the Ha Giang Loop. I actually haven't checked the time. What time is it? Let's have a look. This is how much I'm paying attention. It is 2 o'clock, so we've been riding for what, like 2-3 hours? Probably 2 hours, 2 and a bit. Sweating, but oh my god, it is so beautiful. It's kind of like, apparently like today is just like one level and the next it just gets better and better and better. Already I'm like, best thing I've ever done. Like I was saying, like I wouldn't want to be anywhere else in the world right now. And we are setting off again. Woo!
We then headed on some pretty steep country roads, but they were absolutely beautiful. A few people did stall on the way up because they just were not ready for how steep these bits were.
So we jumped off again, just going through like little villages, which is really cute, like on these tiny little roads. And some people think it's the right kids, which is quite funny.
We then hiked up to a viewpoint in the 40-degree heat, which was an absolute killer. But it was really nice because it gave me and all of my group a chance to kind of get to know each other, mingle a bit, as we had been on the bike for about 2-3 hours so far, and we'd only stopped once. So it was another really nice chance to just chat to people, get to know each other, pretty much in preparation for all the drinking later on in the evening.
So I've got a beautiful view behind me, everyone's standing there and admiring it. I've got to come tell you about what's happened. So one person's fallen off already. Walk of shame, there he goes. Wasn't that bad, fortunately. But no, it's been a really good day. It's been very chill, very relaxing. And now we're heading to the homestay and I am gagging for a bit. But it's been really beautiful. I got the drone up, so I'm sure you saw some of the footage.
So as the sun started to set around us, we made our way down the mountains, finding our homestay for the night. So one thing I haven't really mentioned about the Ha Giang Loop is that every single night is a party. Like, you get to the homestay, you maybe relax for 30 minutes, maybe an hour if you get there early, but then you have food, the happy water comes, and you keep drinking until about 10 o'clock when they turn the music off and everyone has to be a bit quieter, but most people do stay out and keep partying and keep drinking.
First sip of beer. It's good, all refreshing, that. Woo.
So I've spoken about happy water a few times and I'm sure a few of you guys are wondering what that is. So happy water is basically distilled rice wine. So it's about 20 to 30% and it's locally made, locally brewed. And apparently, well, they kept telling us on the loop that it doesn't give you a hangover. I'm pretty sure that's a lie and it doesn't taste great either, but when you're getting it for free and everyone is cheersing it to the local Vietnamese way of cheersing, which you'll be seeing in a bit, you will not turn it down. And as usual in Vietnam, the thunderstorms hit heavy in the evening, which called for a lot of singing and dancing in the rain while we were enjoying ourselves listening to music. As the night started coming to a close, it's very normal for the locals to get out a karaoke set and start singing, and on the Ha Giang Loop, we had to get involved. So we all grabbed a couple of microphones and started absolutely blasting some of our favourite songs, just to some absolute anthems from back home, and we were loving it. The rain, the music, happy water flowing, beers as well. Yeah, it was all in all just a great night and a great way to get to know everyone a lot better.
Second day, woken up to torrential rain. Not as bad as last night. That was bad rain. I looked very tired, but I got a very good sleep. I probably drank a bit too much happy water and maybe one or too many beers. But I don't feel too bad. Like, I feel all right. I think it's just going to be a tiring, long day. But yeah, especially if it's raining like this all the way through the day, that's not really fun. I'm ready, and I think we set off in about 5 or 10 minutes. Let's get going. Day 2, baby.